The other day I was just scrolling on TikTok like usual, and out of nowhere I start getting these videos about canon events. Like, especially for guys, you know, those moments that are just inevitable. Doesn't matter where you're from, how old are you, or anything. These canon events will happen to you no matter what. Number 1. Realizing you're not going pro. When we were kids, we all thought we were gonna be the next Messi or Kobe. Until one day, you play against that one dude. The guy who's faster, stronger, just better at everything. And that's when it hits you. There are genuine levels to this shit. While some 17-year-old is out there winning trophies, we're in bed scrolling TikTok. So yeah, you just buried that dream with the rest of them. Number 2, a bad haircut. Until you find a barber you trust, every haircut is basically Russian roulette. You walk in like, yeah, just a little off the sides, and you walk out with your confidence absolutely cooked, your heart broken, and yet you still gotta pay. When you should be throwing hands to this dude, and then your mom hits you with, oh, it looks good, that's when you know it's bad. And the worst part, you tell yourself, nah, you'll look better after I take a shower, and it doesn't. Now, you're stuck hiding in your room for 2 months because you know you're about to get cooked at school and sentenced to 3 months without female interaction. Number 3, the childhood trauma starter pack. We all remember crying over homework, not understanding anything, just staring at the notebook in pain, leaving the paper full of tears, just because you're just a dumb little kid. Or when your dad says, hey, can you help me real quick? And that turns into 3 hours of straight slavery. And by the way, unpaid. Or when your mom says she'll be back at a certain time, and she's not back at that certain time. And it'll get worse when you hear a random police siren outside, and you're like, yeah, she's gone. Or getting your Wi-Fi turned off at 10 p.m. every single day. And it's okay when you're a kid, but my parents did it for over 16 years! Or that was just me. Number 4, now that we're talking about parents discovering your family lore. There's a point in life where you're no longer a little kid. And it's right here when your parents just randomly start dropping the wildest lore. Out of freaking nowhere, your dad goes, oh yeah, I used to be in a band. Or you find out you got a whole aunt you never knew even existed. These 2 things can happen without a doubt. And they just drop this info on a random Tuesday like it's nothing. But once you go deeper, that's when it gets kinda messed up. It's like unlocking a hidden DLC in your own family. And speaking of DLCs, number 5, getting bored of video games. This one hurts. One day, you just stop turning on your console, your friends stop locking, and your controller starts collecting dust. You try to come back sometimes, but it's not the same. You're not as good as you were one day, and these iPad kids are low-key destroying you right now. And then you realize something sad. You didn't quit gaming, you just grew up. Every guy starts going to the gym for one of these 3 reasons. He was fat, he was skinny, or he got his hair broken. There's no 4th option. And we all looked at least once how to get abs in 10 minutes. And now you're doing push-ups in your room with 3 AM motivation, hoping nobody walks in because somehow now it's embarrassing for you doing exercise. Until one day, you just actually sign up for the gym. Number 7, the friend zone. We all got lied to. We thought that being the nice guy would eventually work. Like yeah, being there for her, listening to everything, doing everything for her. She'll fall for you, right? Right? Yeah, no. Then some random red flag dude shows up and she picks him! And something inside of you just breaks. You hit the gym, you go through your villain arc, and that innocent version of you, yeah, totally gone. Number 8, your first fight. If you're a guy, you've probably been in at least one fight with your hands. School, street, family, it doesn't matter. It was probably over something stupid, but we're guys. Sometimes that switch just flips. And I'm not promoting violence here, but honestly, learning some kind of combat sport at least once in your life as a man, that's kind of essential. Hope you never need it, but if you do, better be ready. And finally, the most painful canon event. Fumbling the girl you actually like. The one that still shows up in your dream years later. Yeah, I've been there too. And I actually made a whole video about that story, so if you wanna see some real character development, go check that out.